Commissioner, I was moved to support services due to a pending investigation of corruption. I was served a letter by General Sonona, and I was moved. I've still heard nothing.
Can we go to that letter on page 475, Commissioners, of that same bundle? 475 of exhibit bundle, the same.
Yes, this is it.
Okay. We obtained this. It's a photograph of the actual letter, but I think you have come today with the actual letter.
That's correct, Commissioner.
Okay, we'll just wait for the Commissioner.
Sorry, we missed what you just said.
We obtained a photograph of the letter, but the warrant officer came with the actual letter, so you'll see the quality is not that great. So, warrant officer, it is a notice of temporary placement. Can you read to us what it says? Please take your time. You can start from paragraph 1.
A complaint was received on allegations of serious corruption against the above-mentioned member, who is attached to the SUNEP team at Durban Serious Organised Crime Investigation. Paragraph 2. It has been decided that Warrant Officer K.R. Sander be placed at the Provincial Support Services as from 2024-02-13 until further notice, pending the outcome of the investigation. 3. Kindly inform the member accordingly. It is signed by General Sonona, dated 2024-02-13.
Now, were you ever informed of what the serious allegations of corruption were?
Yes.
Were you informed officially in writing?
No.
Okay, how were you informed?
Verbatim in a meeting, it was myself. If I recall, it was myself, Colonel Jacob, Colonel Sabia, Brigadier Newswa, and the General Sonona.
And what were you informed about?
I was told that an email had been sent to the National Head Office that I was accused of supplying or facilitating the supply of narcotics to the Florida Road nightclub syndicates.
And did you ever get an outcome of what the investigation?
No, Commissioner.
Formally, no.
No, Commissioner.
Unofficially?
Yes, Commissioner.
Unofficially, you were informed of the outcome?
No, Commissioner.
Okay.
Unofficially, I found out that the inquiry was closed. I think it was in 4 days or 5 days. The inquiry was given to members from Port Sheps and DPCI. It was allocated to them. Unofficially, I found that inquiry was closed within 4 days. It was filed negative.
When you say within 4 days, do you mean 4 days from 13 February 2024?
No, Commissioner. From the time that it was opened to the time that it was closed.
Yes.
The time of me being placed and the time of the inquiry are different.
Okay, all right. And besides this letter at page 475, did you ever receive any communication, anything in writing, either from General Sonona or the provincial commander? Did you ever get anything in writing besides the letter at page 475?
There is other letters that came. Commissioner, as a result of this, I was sitting now in an environment where they say I am not in active duty.
No, I'm talking letters that relate to what appears to have been a disciplinary process that was intended.
Nothing.
Letters relating to that.
Nothing.
So this is the only letter you received?
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. And till today, you don't know officially what the outcome of the investigation is?
That is correct, Commissioner. And even before this, I even said to Colonel Jacob, I said, all I want is my name cleared. Give me the letter, clear my name.
And how did you get to hear that the inquiry was closed within 4 days of its commencement? How did you get to hear about that?
I asked someone to check the inquiry number on CAS.
And they came back saying that it was closed.
Closed.
And you yourself never saw anything showing that it was indeed closed?
No, Commissioner.
And were you ever placed on suspension?
No, Commissioner.
You were then moved from support services at some point.
Maybe before you move on, at the time, who did you report to? Who was your immediate superior?
I fell under Captain Van Niekerk. There is a colonel, and then Colonel Zikali, and then Brigadier Mulligan, and then obviously it's the two seniors, which is Brigadier Nuswa and General Sonona. We're all on the same office.
So of the people that were in the room with you when you were told about this email that has come to head
yes.
office, was any one of them your immediate superior, one of the people that
All
you
of them.
report to?
My immediate superior was Colonel Jacob.
At the time?
Yes,
Okay, and he was in the room?
yes.
Okay. Did you ever get to see the email complaint against
Never.
you? Okay. And when you find out that the investigation or the inquiry is closed, did your immediate superior speak to you about it ever?
No.
Nothing. And it continued to be, at the time that you find that it is closed, your superior continued to be Colonel Jacob?
So technically, yes, because my post never changed on the system. I'm actually gone back to my very same office at my old office. So my post was still there. I plugged my computer in, I log in, and I still have the same title. But when you work at another office, we have obviously a job description in JD. So I had two PEPs, one for support services and one for DPCR, Serious Organized Crime SUNEP. So I had two jobs that were running.
Thank you.
And whilst at support services, what was your experience in the working environment?
For me, it was prison. The people I work with, amazing. I'll say that over and over again. Incredible humans. I learned a lot, but there was a post that I applied for. During the post, they do a financial vetting, and it came up that I was a director of a shooting club. I'm not going to mention the name if that's fine. It's part of all of my police members. I'm the vice chairman of the police shooting club. Half of the KZN shooting club, we're all members of the same club as well. We preserve the bank account to stop people changing the name or committing fraud. By doing so, our treasurer registered a company. But it's a non-profit company. I was charged for running a business without telling the police that I had an interest in a business. The outcome of that was a verbal warning by Colonel Jacob.
But this was after the allegations of corruption and you were moved to support services?
It is after, but it's during as well, Commissioner.
Yes. And that was also in 2024?
Correct, Commissioner.
Okay. And your engagements with General Sonona while at support services, how were those engagements?
I don't engage with General Sonona, Commissioner.
You had mentioned earlier that when they moved you verbally, they said that you would not go back to narcotics.
Correct.
Were you given a reason as to why not?
No.
Why do you think you were moved in February 2023?
Am I allowed to say? I think I was standing on their toes.
Can you just elaborate on that?
Maybe being too successful, too many good recoveries. understanding how the syndicate works, understanding who the different role players in the environment were.
But shouldn't everybody within the force be happy about that?
We should be promoted to actually make that bigger and go further.
I guess what I'm trying to establish is why something that has all the hallmarks of a disciplinary process should be instituted against you when, as you say, you were quite successful. Should those that purported to institute this disciplinary process not actually have appreciated what you were doing? I guess that's another way of trying to get an answer to Ms. Seegers-Ncube's question.
Commissioner, it's very difficult for me sitting here because, as I say, I don't have a statement or anything like that, and now we're talking of a different subject. And it has affected where I am. And Commissioner's question is so valid, I could answer it for days. I'll give a Commissioner an example. The police has excellence awards. But you, as a policeman, to get the excellence award, have to motivate yourself to get the award. It's not your commander who says, well done, warrant officer, you did this, I'm going to put a letter in for you. It's the other way around. I must write my own story and hand it in to get the award. So management is getting the accolades, they get their pep, they get their accolades as commanders. But you as the members that do the work do not get the recognition the other way around. It's confusing, but that's how it works. So in answering your question, Commissioner, is the teams that work with me, I never work alone. The teams that work with me, they don't get recognition. Myself, there's no recognition. Maybe if you can go to my personal file and find a letter of recognition, I'll be happy because I haven't seen one.
You were asked the question, why do you think you were moved? And you say, I think I must have been stepping on their toes. I'm not asking you the they to name the they that you refer to there. But here's the question. Did you have reason in these operations that you were doing, taken together? Did you get to a point where you had reason to suspect that some of your colleagues, whoever they are, may be involved or have an interest in these operations? I'm not asking you to mention names, but to understand what your answer means.
Thank you, Commissioner. Prior to me being moved, this investigation of the corruption, myself and my immediate commander were not seeing eye to eye due to, let's just say, there was allegations of theft of exhibits going missing, dockets going missing. I filed a complaint like that.
About that?
Yes, Commissioner.
Yes.
And I don't think management took like to that. That would have been the start. I then applied for a transfer from the DPCI to organized crime at the provincial head office. So it would have been to the 14th floor under it would have been under Brigadier Sabia. The same working environment. If you ask how to challenge a system as a junior, you learn quickly that you can't.